Hello, I'm Dr. Andrea Stevenson, and I'd like to welcome you to Exercise Prescription. Now, this class started today, June 30th, Monday, June 30th. Now, this class is completely online, and so this means that we won't ever meet inside of the classroom. So it's very important that since this is an online class, it's important that you have a strong working internet connection so that you're able to stay plugged in into the class so that you'll be able to access the assignments and the PowerPoint slides. And so, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start sharing my screen so that we can take a look at the syllabus and some of the content on Blackboard. So, just give me a moment to start sharing my screen. All right, so I have my screen being shared here. And if you go under the content tab, you will see everything that you need to see. You will see the different weeks. And in those weeks, there is content loaded for you to view, as well as assignments and quizzes and exams for you to complete. And so let's go and take a look at the syllabus. So if you take a look at that syllabus tab, we'll wait for the syllabus to populate. It shows you the course information. It gives you my email address for contacting me because since this is an online class, we won't meet in person, but you can always contact me through email. And I ask that you give me 36 hours, so a day and a half, to respond to your email. I typically respond on the same day that you email me, but just for a little grace, I ask that you allow me a day and a half to respond. We have the course description here. You can read at your leisure, the course objectives, course website. The required textbook is Advanced Fitness Assessment and Exercise Prescription by Gibson, Wagner, and Hayward. And then you see the requirements and policies. Of course, academic dishonesty isn't tolerated. I know that this class has been taught multiple times, and there are some assignments that are similar. There are some assignments that might even be the same, but it's important that you do your own work. You can't submit someone else's work as your own. And when that happens, which I hope it doesn't, but when that happens, then I have to make academic affairs aware of that infraction. And to bypass all of that, hey, let's just do the work, do your own work will be the best way to deal with that. As far as attendance policy is concerned, it's an online class. Attendance is taken through you turning in assignments in a timely manner. And we'll go over those due dates and things of that nature at the end of the class. You can come back here and go to the link and do a course evaluation. The course evaluations are anonymous. You can let me know what you liked and, if anything, what you disliked and areas that I can improve on. If you have a verifiable disability, you can contact Shirley Stevens in the admin building, or you can email accommodations to get that taken care of. And if you have a verifiable disability, then we will give you the appropriate accommodations. If at the end of the class you want to appeal your grade, you feel like it wasn't calculated correctly, of course, you can always contact me first. And if you feel like that my explanation isn't enough, you can always appeal your grade. And then, as far as student responsibilities, you can read that at your leisure, as well as the course policies. As far as late work is concerned, for each day past the due date of a late assignment, your grade is deducted by 20%. I do not accept assignments that are more than a week late. So I'm spelling that out here. You cannot submit quizzes or exams late. That, we don't give room for that, especially if you haven't previously spoken with me regarding whatever is going on that would cause you to miss a quiz or an exam. And then as far as the course evaluation, you see what A, B, C, D, F, what points are equivalent to those letter grades. And then at the very bottom, you see the course schedule telling you what's due each week. Now we can leave out of here and go back to the content folders. And let's just, for example, take a look at week 1. It shows you the discussion board topic that you have to be sure you post on. Be sure that you reply to 2 of your classmates' posts as well to get full credit. We have review questions that are due here. We have a quiz that is due as well. You have technically a week to get these assignments turned in without penalty. So that I think that gives you an appropriate amount of time to get the assignments done. I can tell you as the weeks go on, more assignments are added, and so you will begin to see case studies. And some of those case studies are very involved. They take time to complete. And so you want to be sure that you start on those as soon as possible. And the good thing about this 8-week by term is right now you can assess every single thing in each folder. So if you want to work ahead, feel free to do so. Now, when it comes to grading these assignments, I'm allowed 1 week past the due date to get these assignments graded. That means that if you work ahead and you get up to week 5, well, the due date for assignments in week 5 are sometime in August. And so you have to give me an opportunity to get those assignments graded 1 week past the due date. If I'm able to work ahead and grade, I will do so. But if not, just keep in mind, according to the policy, and that's in the syllabus, you can go back and read that. According to the policy, I have a week past the due date to get those assignments graded, but I typically grade them prior to that week being up. And so I'll stop sharing my screen and come back on camera. Okay, I'm back. So I'm looking forward to a great 8 weeks. As I said before, that time passes so quickly. So you want to be sure that you're keeping up with each of your assignments. If you ever have any questions or concerns, you can always reach out to me. Let's make it a great by term.